Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to episode 4 of Davey's analysis. And in this video, it's not going to be too long. I just want to show you guys how to hold height in this new meta. It's not that complicated, and it's a lot easier now. But I just wanted to show you guys how to hold it, how to take it, and I just want to show you some of my personal VODs as well as other pros. And I'm not going to take up too much of your time, but I hope you guys enjoy it, and let's just get right into it. All right, real quick, before we get into the VODs, I want to show you guys how to hold height in this meta on this little sketch pad like I did last time. So it's very simple in this meta. First moving, you're going to want your fragger anchoring the back, watching the flank. That's his job, first moving. And he's going to be doing that the whole end game, I'm not going to lie. So I'm going to draw a little example. So this is your IGL, aka me, with his map out, and he's leading and making sure that he's connected very well, because there's only two ways to lose height this season, right? The one way you can lose height is by getting chopped, so you want to make sure you're connected well. And the second way you can lose height is by getting flanked. And then of course you can get like grapplered on and stuff, but like, come on, it's so easy to avoid that. Like, grapples are not that good. They're not like Spider-Man's. You can't like pull out your gun while grappling up. So it it's not that hard to hold height this season, I'm not gonna lie. You just can't get chopped and you can't get flanked. So the IGL is gonna do a great job at connecting to old builds so that you can't get chopped. And he's gonna stay ahead. That's really important as well. You want to stay ahead when you're on height, so there's no teams in front that crank up and take it from you. And then your fragger, he wants to be a little bit more elevated than you on the back, watching flank. Also, he's going to be applying pressure to the teams that are second height. Both of you guys are going to be spraying the teams that are second height, that are under you guys. You guys need to have good vision on them. Make sure they don't even think about going for height by spraying them and constantly applying pressure, which is really important. But the fragger needs to be watching flank. To reiterate, he's going to be watching the back and making sure no one's coming up from behind. He's going to be elevated, more elevated than you. And during Rift meta, I taught you guys that you guys need to stand on the same tile, because if you get landed on, you're right there to protect each other. But you're not doing that in this meta at all. You're not standing on the same tile. There's no reason to do that. There's no pads, there's no rifts, there's no shockwaves. Like, you do not need to worry about sitting on the same tile. That's dumb. You play it like this. You have the one guy in the back watching flank, and the guy in the front staying ahead, connecting well. It's very simple. It's that easy. And now I'm going to show you VODs, for example, so you can learn from them as well. Alright, so I wanted to show you guys this VOD of Reverse 2K and Reciprocal. They took height this game in a very skillful way, and I want to show you guys how they took height and why they were able to take height. So notice where it first moving pulls in a second. Pulls like to the bottom left of them. And right now they're elevated and they're chilling. And they pulled actually a really good first zone. I think it pulls for them, right? So they're going to sit in this box. And Reverse is scouting right now. You can't see what he sees, but he's watching like a height develop right now. And look what he does right here. He flanks height for free. He's aware of this solo looking for height for some reason. And then he just sky ramps. And once he sky ramps like this, Booga and Avery are forced to drop. Because once you see this sky ramp right here, Avery and Booga are too smart to just start PGing this. They're going to save their mats and go down. Only a bad team would start PGing them for height like this. And Reverse is aware of that. And now they get a free height. And it looks very simple and very easy, but it's really not. It was a really good flank play, and it was definitely intentional by Reverse. And I'm going to show you why it was so easy for him to take height right there. And it's just one simple answer. And it's because Avery and Booga, we talked about it earlier in the video. If you don't have someone anchoring the back of height, watching the flank, you're going to get it stolen from you. So let's see where Booga and Avery go wrong right here. So Avery's staying ahead, and he's the one building right now. And Booga is staying right on him, staying ahead as well. But Booga, in my opinion, should be staying backside zone, elevated, looking back at flank, and just like anchoring the back is what I call it, instead of being on Avery. I feel like maybe the chem was just off, like they're just playing for fun, obviously, they're not full sweating, but that's why they lost height, because no one was anchoring the back. If Booga, for example, was standing like back here, I'm pretty sure they would have held height. So yeah, I just wanted to show you that VOD. Alright, so I wanted to show you guys this game of me and Mocio playing the test event opens. We had 2 games left that we could play out, and this was second to last, and we won this game. It solidified our qualification for the finals. My mats here are probably like 2-2-2, and we both have Spider-Mans, well, grapplers, I should say. And all right, let me fast forward a bit. We heard kids fighting over here. We're gonna look at it, but we figured we should focus on our rotate instead. So yeah, zone starts pulling, and then I use 2 grappler shots, and then land on me, so that there's no confusion on how far I'm going. We're good on surge, but I'm pretty sure I looked back just to see what height's looking like, and I was hoping maybe we can get a kill out of it. And then we Spider-Man ahead again. And then now I like really invested in looking at height, and they were so far behind because it's hard for teams to stay ahead first moving if they don't have a grappler. So it's really easy to just grapple ahead and then just take it. So we took it for free, and then at this point it's just really easy. And this is the win condition, just having height like this. So I mean, it's really textbook to look at height. You can just go front side and then just look up. I feel like if you're on a high layer, you should always be looking up, because height can always just be so free. And then I remember sometimes back then when I wasn't really that good at the game, I would VOD and notice the height was completely free, and I wouldn't even look up for it. So you should always be looking up at height when you're on high layers for sure. And since it's a mountain zone, like, it's a perfect time to take height because you don't want to be low ground. I calm the Mosio. If it pulls up this mountain, you need to go up instantly, so he starts going up instantly. Our mats are really not that good, so we're trying to play for a kill. We know like half the lobby's gonna die going up here, so we're just looking down for kills right now. We heard a grappler, so we started going up more. And our mats are really bad at this point. I remember, like, really bad. So we play like right on each other to make sure we don't get snuck up on or like get caught off guard or anything like that. We have no ammo as well. Mosio drops down on the solo, which was good, and kills him. I grabbed the light ammo. I only get 1 clip off of him, unfortunately. And right now it's a top 4 situation. I noticed the duo is right there. And I'm going to show you the clip of us winning because I clipped it. I'm just going to let you guys know I have this strategy when it's a 2v2. When it's a 2v2 situation and you're on height, you don't have like a lot of loot, like your shambles on height, like we're shambles on height right now. If you're ever in this situation and it comes down to a 2v2, you need to jump down and surprise them instantly and catch them completely off guard to win that 2v2 like altercation. So we did it right here, and I'll show you guys. So as soon as it turns into a 2v2, you're going to see me and Mosio perfectly in sync, jump down in their box and full 50 it. We give them no time to prepare, and we win the game, and then we qualify. So yeah, we play this game very well, and it's very textbook. You just go front side and look back. And it's very easy to do with grapplers because you can stay ahead easily. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that. You got us. I have 17
zero build.
builds.
Dead 0 build. Take all that? Okay, you might want to split me then.
Here, take. Dropping.
There's 2 solos and 1 duo.
On my tile, on my tile.
Someone's healing in storm, you see that? Yep, he's going up for it.
Yeah, they're going up
Wait,
high.
no, he's not. I don't think. No, he's not. I don't think. Look up just in case, though. He's not. We gotta surprise these kids, bro.
I know, we have to win this game. We might not get a kill. Duo right there. Greet the duo. 43. It's Nasin and Brycex.
Yep, 17.
Greet the duo. Greet the duo.
Solos and storm.
Yep. They're fighting. Surprise him. 3, 2, 1, go!
Go.
Dead! Leave! We're crazy, bro.
Let's go, baby.
Alright, so I wanted to show you guys this one height take that we had in scrims earlier on. And if you're in my Discord, you know about the Degen height strat. And if you watched my previous video on it, you'll know about it as well. It's on my YouTube channel. It's an older video I made. So basically what it is Eomzo flanks from behind, and then Degen applies pressure from the front. And we mimic that and do the exact same thing in the scrim. Actually, Mosio calls it out in this endgame, which was like a really good call. And he's going to flank from behind, and I'm just going to assist him from the front. And I want you guys to see the clip. It's still viable to this meta, even though it was made in like a couple metas ago, like Eomzo and Degen were doing it like probably like last season. But you can still do that same height take, and I just want to show you guys real quick. So watch this clip. Looking up.
You have whites?
Yeah.
Can you give me that? I'm gonna flank.
Okay. I'll stay ahead and pressure from front.
Okay, just give me time. They're getting straight up from... Okay, that's you. I'm going.
100,
180.
Okay, going up. One, front. Chopped them out too.
We have
They're
it.
dropping. Yep. Good shit.
We need to go front now.
Alright, so that's basically it, and that's all I wanted to show you. So what I did here was I was spraying them out as a distraction so they can be focused on me and then start spraying me for spraying them out. And then Mostio gets a free flank from behind and they're just unaware and hits one for 180. And usually once you hit someone that hard on height, they're going to willingly drop because of all the damage they took and just give it up so they can stay alive. So yeah, it's a really good height take and you guys can mimic it as well and use it in your own games. All right, so there's one more thing I want to show you guys. This will be very beneficial and very important to help you place in trios. And I use it all the time in the trio scrims I've been playing and it works. It's like season 6 no rotation strats, and those strats work in trios right now. So okay, let's get started. So this is fourth zone right here, right? And you're boxed up right here on my little marker right here. And then this is half and half zone, right? It pulls right there. That's your half and half zone. Now, here's what I do all the time. If I have good mats in my trio, right, I'm not going to rotate this early whatsoever. I'm going to rotate this probably as late as I possibly can to let all the other teams box up right here. I'm going to let everyone else rotate first. And then I'm not going to rotate too late, but I'm going to rotate late. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ramp all these teams that are already boxed up in the half and half zone right here. I'm going to ramp all of them, and I'm going to be in the sky, right? And then I'm sure there's going to be another team that's ramped up on this side as well. Anchoring height, that's what I call it. So I'm going to rotate this half and half late every time if I have good mats. And then if I pull first moving, like full first moving pulls over here, I get a free height and I get a free top 2 this game. Because holding height in this meta is so easy. All you have to worry about is flank and getting chopped. Two things, and it's so simple to avoid that. You just have to be good at the game. It's really not that hard. And grapplers are not really that much of a threat, in my opinion. So I'm going to rotate this late every time, and I'm going to hold height. Now, here's the problem. If you don't pull first moving, this height team, they're going to have, their eyes are going to be stuck to you like glue. They're going to make sure that you drop. So you need to drop in a smart way, I'm not going to lie. So that is a little risky because it draws a lot of attention to you. Also, if you get a first moving that's like this, and you have good mats, sky ramp them off, bro. Fully like sky ramp them and make them have to drop. You know, be the first team to build up over them. It's what Zayt used to do. I learned this from him back in like season 5, season 6 tactics and trios back then, and it still applies right now because there's no rotation in the game. So, yep. And then in trios, it's the same. It's the same rule, bro. You have one dude that's in the back watching flank at all times. But if you have extra mats to do so, have him on ulti height, bro, on wood, one layer of wood above you guys. He'll have so much more vision. And then just have the guy leading in the front building, right? And then a guy right behind him. As simple as that. And that's just how you play trios. And it's really easy to get height in trios if you just rotate late to half and half and then anchor above all the teams that are already boxed up in zone. So yeah, hopefully that's helpful to you guys. It works for me very well. So I wanted to share with you guys one more thing that I learned. So this one endgame in the test event, we got like 9th place and didn't do that well. And the reason was because, okay, there was a height team, right? And the height team was holding it since like first moving, right? And the end games are like mountain zones, like so many mountains and stuff, right? And we're playing second height, like we're playing right under height the whole time, like in this area because we had Spider-Man, so we just wanted to keep staggering and then Spider-Maning to save mats on high layers because you don't want to Spider-Man on a low layer because you're gonna catch yourself like getting jumped on. But I'm not gonna lie, us being second height the whole time griefed our game and we got 9th place because of it. When in reality, when you're playing Spider-Mans on a mountainous zone, like when there's a lot of mountains, you're gonna get griefed by height because height is only looking at you and you're forced to play a high layer with Spider-Mans because of the mountains. So what I think Mosio and I should have done was fully committed like early on when we have mats to just PG for height. And it's like develop that win condition to go for height because with mountain zones, if you're on height, it's an easy win in my opinion. Rather than just staying second height, letting them shambles us the whole end game and then being forced to like drop down on low ground in a mountain zone and just get like 9th place because we have no mats. So I feel like it's either we play the lower layers so we're not getting fried by height, and just play for refreshes down here. Because at second height, we're just not getting any refreshes because there's no one like on the same layer as us. So I feel like even with grapplers, it wasn't really that smart to stay on second height. So I feel like we should have committed to just going up to height or just either playing on a lower layer for a refresh. So yeah, I just wanted to share that information with you because I learned it today.